circular, we may permit ourselves to use nocturnal, sacred or secret, or for that matter, mystical powers. And we may not only end by using mystical powers, we may also use sacred, secret, or mystical hours as necessary and possible to carry out special campaign activities.
Hail this land of glory, we the Ambazonians, pledge our loyalty. Praise the soul of Savior who granted us our freedom, and let us to the hero who brought along.
Element number 2 of our campaign strategy: the exercise and injection of creativity, prudence, and adaptability in the implementation of that circular. That means, in our understanding of the spirit and letter of that circular, we may permit ourselves to use nocturnal, sacred or secret, or for that matter, mystical powers. And we may not only end by using mystical powers, we may also use sacred, secret, or mystical hours as necessary and possible to carry out special campaign activities. That means we have a 24-hour clock in the next 14 days. Element number 3 of our campaign strategy is the recruitment or association of courageous men and women, or you may say, courageous boys and girls, who may be useful to go into the villages at day or at night hours, to talk to people, reach out to people, and carry out some special operations that may be useful to our campaign at all levels of the campaign: divisional, council, village, quarter levels. Element number 4, the distribution, the equitable distribution of campaign materials and gadgets. And money, thank you very much. And money.
Your friend Ngolle Ngolle can come out and say that is the most brilliant political...
You call him my friend? I saw the man on a video, and it's so pitiful because you can play stomach politics, but to come out and defend wrong, to come out and defend a 35-year reign of one dictator, to come out and defend murder going on against your own people, to come out and talk about a king and call him a Republican. What did he call him?
That he's demonstrating some kind of Republican leadership.
From a political standpoint, we see that there's great political value in this emergency humanitarian assistance plan that has been put in place, in the sense that by putting in place this emergency humanitarian assistance plan, the president has manifested his conscience, his Republican conscience for his fellow citizens of the Northwest and Southwest regions. Through this decision, it shows the president is manifesting his personal will, his personal goodwill, and his Republican leadership in favor of his fellow citizens of the Northwest and Southwest regions.
whom he is concerned about their welfare. He's concerned that they have been in distress all these months, almost 18 months. He's concerned that their lives have been destroyed, and he knows that they are his fellow citizens. And in his republicanism and the leadership that he brings to bear on that republic, he sees that his fellow citizens of the northern and southern regions need for the entire nation, under the leadership of the President of the Republic, for the entire nation to come together to, first of all, provide this humanitarian assistance in an urgent and emergency manner, because again, we must not lose sight of the urgent or the emergency character of this plan.
Let's look at Ngolle Ngolle a little bit, because these are some of the people who do not qualify to be our citizens, because the culture in which we grew does not stoop to that level. There is something that they call, because I understand that he is an academic, he's a professor.
No,
hold on.
He's ashamed to that.
Well,
because there was no. I looked at, there was no thinking.
In La République, he is a professor, and I understand that he studied here in the United States. Maybe we'll have to. Maybe he studied in the Thompson. What was the name of that university? Terrapon, or one of those universities. We have to find out, because I don't know what he understands by republicanism or Republican leadership. There's nothing in political science as Republican leadership. If you are talking about a republic, in a republic, the power is with the people. In any republic, the power is in the hands of the people. I don't know if that is, because in his video, he said, oh, the president has shown how his republicanism, his republicanism, and all these kind of things. Oh, it is the president, he shows his humanity, he shows this, he shows that. That man, sir, has no human value. He has no human instinct. He does not understand what leadership means. Because if he did, he would have come out and spoke to the people that he wants to send you people to go and enrich yourself in the name of helping bring humanitarian aid to those people. Because that's what you are going to do. You are looking just for an opportunity to get that money and fill your pockets, and come back and claim that you have gone out to do the bidding of your so-called president to bring about humanitarian help to these people. And that soldier said it. The soldier in his writing said, if the so-called president of the Republic has any water in his head, he should not send these stupid elites from the southern Cameroons to go back, and especially at Tanganji Port, because at Tanganji Port is the worst hated person in that region. These are not my words. These are the words of those field soldiers reporting to their bosses. And you come and sit here and describe this republicanism, whatever that means to you, as the best thing that has ever happened, because he acknowledges what is happening to his people. Who is doing that thing to his people? Who is it?
No, he's the one doing it.
Who declared war on those people? Who has given those orders for those people to go out and be shot and killed in their houses? Somebody is killed in front of his children in his living room. Some of them are drawn out of their beds and shot in front of their wives. And you want to come with your dirty blood 30 pieces of silver and claim that you're coming to do some humanitarian aid. Our people don't need any humanitarian aid from you. And you and your gang of thieves in Yaoundé can keep that money, because our people, we don't need that. We are better than that, and we will not go for any blood money.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, when I was listening to Ngolle Ngolle speak, I kept thinking, why does Paul Biya talk through surrogates? Why can't he come and talk himself? This is an issue that affects 8 million citizens of your so-called La République du Cameroon, right? Is there one and indivisible, right?
Yes.
And you cannot come and it affects 8 million, and you cannot come one day and actually prepare an address like a Republican president would do. I mean, he's be a king. I can tell you something. Let me just say this, okay? When I watched Ngolle Ngolle piece, I kept thinking, what does Paul Biya think he is? He's too big to come out and address this issue, or is he too senile that he cannot really put a sentence? You know, you hardly hear from the man. You know what I'm saying?
He has been described as the most elusive president that the world has ever known. Leader.
It's just amazing.
Yeah. So, and the other thing that you say, and you will be surprised why the country is going the way it is going. Because you have people like Ngolle Ngolle who pass for academics. So imagine what kind of leadership lessons that he will be teaching his students in their so-called School of International Relations.
Ngolle Ngolle, who, if you say study in the United States, lived in a country where you actually see how a government serves its people. And then he goes and stays in a place knowing that they treat him like a piece of shit. You know, when he goes out there as an Anglo, they treat him as an Anglo. But he decides to swallow that. They treat his children as Anglos. They treat his relatives as Anglo. They treat his village as Anglo. So he is treated as second class. Except they stuff his pocket to placard. And they use him. And he allows himself to be used as a tool. I hear that his village, that he's affected the way his village is treating this struggle. Is that true?
Well, yeah, it is true. Here in New Jersey, there are a lot of them here in New Jersey, and they are not part of the struggle because of Elvis Ngolle Ngolle.
You know, it is said that there are always three kinds of people in any given society. This threefold distinction has been noted and made by notable sociologists and public intellectuals. But this threefold distinction of the three kinds of people, it was first identified and first stated by the supporters and founders of democracy in ancient Greece. For the Greek people, the people who in many ways gave us the modern civilized world, for the Greek people, the first kind of people in any given society are the idiots. For the Greeks, the idiot is not necessarily someone who is mentally deficient. Rather, for ancient Greek people, the idiot, they said, is someone who is a totally private person, a totally self-centered person, and a totally selfish person. They called him the idiot. The idiot, he is always out for his personal gain and his personal interests. He does not have a public philosophy. He has no knowledge, no skill, no character, and no virtues to be able to live and to be able to contribute in a flourishing society and community. He's all out for his personal pleasures and for his personal treasures. And the Greeks said that the idiot was just an upgraded barbarian. The first kind of person, the idiot.
The people can line up behind Ngolle Ngolle and claim that he is protecting them. But when these people send out their mercenaries from Chad, from Central Africa, from Gabon, from wherever they came from, to go to our land and kill our people, they don't discriminate. So you can sit here in the diaspora and claim that you don't want to participate, you don't want to defend the land because you want to protect your people. Your people are being killed every single day.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate because, like we've already said, the people of Ambazonia will win this fight because they're not going to give up, because the only way not to win is to not be humans. That's the only way not to win. That's the only way that will probably ever keep that land. Only when, if all Ambazonians become dogs, and that is not possible, can they own that land.
When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty. We, the people of West Cameroon, will resist you, and if you want to take that territory by force, you will kill to the last man before you take it. And you can start from me today.
There's no place where the Republic can ever declare victory. You know what I'm saying? The apartheid system could never declare victory because the resistance will go on until they get out of our land.
This allies for Kupe Maninguba, where when I hear their names, I don't read them out clearly. If it forgive all, but it gets two, where will not be forgive them. But when I hear the names again, Elong Porche and Ngolle Ngolle Elvis. I talk to you, Elong Porche and Ngolle Ngolle Elvis. Now them don't stop our development for Kupe Maninguba. Now them take all youth for Kupe Maninguba their destiny, put over their pocket. And I tell them again, say, wherever for Kupe Maninguba land, where they put their feet, whether not their family member, their wife, or now, whosoever, where contend them. Any dance where we go dance, any song where we go sing, they go dance that dance. I repeat again, any song where we go sing, they go dance our dance. If they feel that they're strong, say they bury their placenta and they bury our own. Make them come. Not be so. Yes, no. Not be so. Yes, no.
Talk about relief to the to put Band-Aid on the. You know, one of the things is that so you put that relief now, and then what happens 5-10 years down the line? You come again for the same thing.
Hail this land of glory, we the Ambazonians, pledge our loyalty.